Previously on Evil Islands.
Listen, since you removed the big shell from the remote mountains, I can no longer go to the quarry. I am helpless. But if that road to the quarry were to be opened again, I would pay you well, exceedingly well.
Good heavens! It is the captain's handwriting. So that is who our enemy was. But that definitely was not his own doing. He's too stupid for that. I see another hand in this.
I must say I do not believe God invented such complex plans all by himself. There must be someone clever, cunning and perfidious involved. There is such a person in the village, and you know who it is.
God is a fool, and by his actions he upset someone's clever plan. But who told you there was no other plan on the agenda?
I became aware of a new and horrible trouble. God paid the orc seer, and he cast an illness on the village. There is only one medicine which can cure it. The white flower healing plant. I beg of you, do not waste time and bring it to me.
I wonder if you could tell me whom you expected to see here and why you came. Little things like that.
I was hoping to find the magician whom I saw in the magic orb.
Well, sound enough reasoning. For a human, I suppose. But you need a magician, and you found me. So, what do I do with you now? You could ask me to give you a job. If you do that, I would answer any question you may care to ask.
So I could ask him who I am and where I come from. Yes, of course.
A lot of disgusting creatures which people call armadillos live and procreate in these caves. In a word, they irritate me. I will give you a potion to poison the subterranean spring, so that all those who live downstream will bother me no more. And do not leave the cave until you have killed the armadillo mother. My poison will not kill her, but it will weaken her.
Yes?
Yes.
No,
Whatever you say.
There is no way.
I agree.
No good will come of this.
I
So,
like it.
how do you think I can get there?
I
Not
cannot.
reach that point.
I
Yes.
agree.
Yes?
Okay, so those pink dots on the top of the map, there are 3 of them, and then there's one lower. Those are the 3 springs, and we can poison any of the 3, but it looks like the one closest to us also affects the most water, so we're going to go for that one. And then the pink dot in the bottom left-hand corner of the map is the armadillo mother, so we'll be going to her after we poison the spring.
I shall teach you a lesson. Here, take that! And what do we have here?
Yes, yes. I
Well, let
concur.
us go.
Yes?
So yeah, those Evil Eye Cubs are very annoying. Not only do they do a significant amount of damage, they can also hit 3 targets at once, which coincidentally is how many people you have on your team. I don't know if their programming allows them to hit more, but that's the most you ever get to see anyhow. Anyway, I like to attack them at a range because I can immediately get shots on them without them getting the first shot on me. You saw how much damage they did. So here's the first spreen. We're just going to go and poison the spreen, presumably by up there wherever the weird Thane looking statue type thing was. Anyway, we're going to poison the nearest spreen. We found the nearest spreen. As we discover the other 2 spreens, it's going to mark those as failed, but that's okay because the quest can still be completed. Okay, so we still got to exterminate the small armadillos because this killed off a lot of them but did not kill off all of them, and we got to kill the armadillo mother.
Ha! Right.
Yes.
Oh boy, another evil eye cub.
Yes?
Through fine steel.
Yes?
I really can do it.
Yes?
Food for the vultures.
It should not go to waste. Well, well.
I understand.
Yes? On my way.
Well, let us go.
I agree.
I do not care where we go, so long
Whatever
as
you
we
say.
find someone to bruise. 'Twould be a crime not to strike such a lordly nose. Everything can be used.
I understand.
Yes, yes.
If we cannot use
I
it,
concur.
we can sell it.
Okay, there's an armadillo corpse that was killed by the poison that we've already put into the spreen. And up here should be the armadillo mother. And there are some other corpses nearby too. Okay, so we got the armadillo mother down.
Yes?
The dragon said she would be a lot weaker whenever we introduced the poison, so I can't imagine how she would be whenever she was not poisoned. Although I know we could have checked it out ahead of time.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
let us go. Let me see it.
I agree.
So the rest of this is just exploring the cave and looking for more armadillo cubs to kill off that were not affected by the poison because they are different spreens, like this one for example, and then getting out of here.
I am pleased with you, human. So far, everything has gone exactly as it should, according to the old traditions. You completed the task I set you. Now I am ready to answer your question.
O wise dragon, a misfortune has befallen me. I lost all memories of my past. I do not even know my real name. Could you tell me who I really am?
Apparently I was wrong. It is an interesting question, and I am afraid that even I cannot answer it. So what is the appropriate thing to do in such a case? Do I have to eat the human? I would not like to do that.
Actually, I would not like it either.
This is what we are going to do then. I will tell you what I think about your problem, and you will have a chance to ask me another question. As to this one, let us say I did not quite hear it. So you want to have your memory back. To do that, you will need a magician, and not just any magician. Only a great magician will do. Of course, there is a great magician here in Gipath. Otherwise, this land would have long since disappeared, along with everyone who lives here. But apparently he is very secretive. Even I have no idea what he looks like and where he can be found. Maybe the lizards know something about him. They were here long before the dragons. But if you manage to come to an agreement with them, even I would be surprised. Probably you should leave Gipath and look for help in other lands. Maybe great magicians will not be so elusive there.
Yes, I heard there was a portal somewhere around here. So should I ask where it is?
Frankly, I was never interested in that. But there certainly is a portal here. Recently I saw a camp set by people wearing real armor, not the leather favored by the locals. They were definitely from other lands, so methinks they would know about portals.
So where was that camp?
Ah, at last you ask a really sensible question. I saw the camp to the northeast of Dead City. There is a party of my skeletons there at the moment, but I will call them back. I have had good sport with those newcomers recently. I sent my little skeletons against their soldiers, but the soldiers actually proved to be a good match for them.
So the people survived? I'm sure you could have destroyed them.
Of course I could. But when I play fair and respect the rules. And when you always win, it can become boring. Farewell, human. I answered your question. Now you may leave. Listen, human. You prove to be good company, and I would like to see you again sometime. But then I thought soon you may be killed and will be nothing but a skeleton. And what is the point of a conversation with a skeleton? Look there. That one used to be a skilled military commander and a very clever person. And now he is simply a ghoul. He may still remember something, but he is unable to tell us anything. So I have decided to do something which would make it very difficult to kill you. I have no opportunity or inclination to protect you. However, you seem to be quite capable. But to turn that quite into perfectly, I shall present you with a gift. Take this weapon and try to make good use of it. It does not look very impressive now, but believe me, the best of the best used this sword in the past. People like the one who are now like this skeleton.
Thank you. And I promise that I will make good use of a good weapon in this world. That will be no problem at all.
The best of the best used that, just like that old skeleton? Then why is he a skeleton? Anyway, this sword is a cool sword. It has an enchantment on it. Okay, so let's take a look at that. This sword does 10 to 15 slashing damage, but it has a weaken spell that's on a trigger rune. A trigger rune activates whenever it strikes or is struck. So technically, this sword is a little bit weaker than that spear, because that spear does 9 to 21 piercing, but if the opponent's strength goes down, their hit points goes down, and the amount of damage they can do goes down. So ultimately, it does make it easier to kill the opponents, and it's worth the damage reduction that the weapon does. It really is. It actually will let me take out ogres, which is really cool. Anyway, so now we got a completed quest regarding the Stranger's Camp. Maybe find some information about a portal on them. And it's up in the top left-hand corner of this place. So, we gotta find the camp. It's that red X on the map. And then we gotta search it. Hopefully we don't run into too many bad guys, but we're gonna start with the northern entrance since it's closer, and go from there. Already we have a skeleton to worry about. That was really fast.
What do we have here?
Have a nice long rest now.
Whatever you say. Whatever you say.
I concur.
Ha! At last, we can fight!
I
I'm on my
concur.
way. I do not care where we go, so long as we find someone to bruise. I do not care
Whatever
where
you
we
say.
go, so long as we find someone to bruise.
Who
Here I
is
am.
next?
I shall bury your bones.
Whatever you say.
I shall end your miserable life.
Yes? That may prove useful. Yes, yes. Yes? Die.
Well, let us go.
Yes, yes.
Everything can be used. Well, let us go.
Yes?
Whatever you say. Yes.
You may be the chosen, but you are too trusting for your own good. That flower is indeed a healing plant, but it is not as rare as they all say. And the orcs were waiting in ambush right beside your route. Now do you see what I mean? Use your head, lad, and you will work it out. I am sure.
Look, I found this paper. Are you familiar with such letters?
Yes, I am familiar with them, but do not get me wrong. I did not say I can read them. I only meant I have once seen such records a long time ago. The elder had them.
Okay, well, it looks like we're going to be talking to the elder here soon about that letter. It's a language that the elder may understand that the witch does not? Interesting.
The road is free. Now you can work in your quarry day and night if it pleases you. But now, can you guess what comes next?
No need to guess, is there? You did me a favour, I will do you a favour. That is my usual practice.
You hit the nail right on the head, Babur. I almost got killed. I'm surprised all this wisdom and honesty is a bit suspicious when it comes from you.
What wisdom and honesty? I got carried away because you refused such a good business proposition. No one fell ill anyway, so let's not talk about it. Just a waste of time. And, as you know, time is money.
Here is the flower.
I do not know how I can express my gratitude. Yet again, the Chosen saves our village from certain death. Fortunately, no one fell ill yet, so your assistance came right on time.
Well, I'm glad I could do a good deed. But now let us move on to less pleasant matters. Tell me why the flower was guarded by the orcs, as if they knew in advance that someone would come for it.
Well, why not think about this? Who was it who did not want you to bring the flower to me? 'Twas Babur, or no one else.
Erfar, can you read this?
There is a conspiracy against you. Your life is in danger. Never mind papers.
You did not answer. Can you read it or not?
Well, I will think about it. Maybe later, when the danger to the Chosen has passed.
Let's go see what the witch seems to think of this.
So, young rogue, you just had to do it, didn't you? How many times did I tell you to keep away from my granddaughter? And what did you do?
Huh? What did I do? And what about Ari? I have not seen her since the last time I was here.
Why am I not surprised? She ran away. The girl went completely crazy. I will show the Chosen what I can do, she said. I will find that old magician. I blinked once, and lo, she was gone. And it is all your fault. You have turned her head all the way around, you have.
I swear I never even thought about that. She is a nice girl, of course, but I never paid any special attention to her.
That is the point. All she thought about was how to make you notice her. I feel that she is in trouble. I feel it in my bones. And I also had a bad dream about the Middle Mountains. There was a goblin settlement on a hill and a stockade in the middle of it. And they had my girl. Listen, Chosen, do an old woman a favor and find my granddaughter. At least find out that it was really a dream and no vision. It is not difficult to find that settlement. Just cross the dry riverbed by the bridge and you will be there. But remember, goblins and orcs are all around there, so do not look for trouble. So, sweetheart, what do the people in the village say?
I think you can guess that.
Each one puts the blame on the other, eh?
In a way. But it would seem that both are talking quite sensibly, and I cannot get to the bottom of it.
Oh, give me patience. You do not know anything, do you? If you cannot get to the bottom of it, make it come to the top for you. Set up a trap.
Right. Set up a trap. Now, what sort of trap could I set up? Oh, yes. I will tell the folk in the village that Astera has revealed a secret to me. Apparently, there is another white flower in the Middle Mountains, and I promised to get it for her. I will tell Babur one location, and the elder another. And when I see where the ambush is, I will have found my traitor.
Good plan. Good plan.
Listen, Babur. The witch told me where I can find another white flower. It's in the middle mountains, where the dry riverbed joins the river. And this time I will sell it to you. Just remember, not a word about this to anyone.
No need to say that. I would not hurt my own pocket now, would I?
I thought we should protect the village from possible illnesses in future. The witch told me that there is another magic flower in the middle mountains, next to Babur's old quarry, where his old cart lies. I intend to go there as soon as possible. Only let us keep all this between you and me for now.
Oh, yes, Chosen. I know how to keep secrets.
And with that, the trap is set.